welcome back to Reborn. I'm here live. It's kind of impromptu. I just thought I'd pop on real quick. We'll see how long my battery lasts. See who's around. Change an outfit. I've been really enjoying my little full body silicone, my bear. But I've also, well, I want to show a few other dolls too. So we'll see. I do have an outfit I want to put on Bear, but I'm going to wait for people to come in. I know I promised like a long time ago that I would go live, and I didn't. Hello. Hi. I'll turn him around in just a second. Give me a minute here. Well, not a minute. Just... So we'll let some people float in. This is just the easier, lazier way for me to do a live stream. And it's also the way that I get the most enjoyment out of this, because I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like editing videos and doing all that stuff, but I just don't like doing it anymore. It's like YouTube is to me just not the place where if I'm going to edit something I want to be spending a lot of time on. I'm just not I wasn't having as much fun on this platform as I was in other places. So that's why I just haven't really been making videos. Plus I've been really super busy. Let's take his little pantaloons. So I don't have him exactly how I want him, but this will have to do. This will have to do. Legal Beauty says, any ideas for my first nursery? Well, you're gonna need somewhere to place the dolls. I'd start off with I don't know how many dolls you have, but I'd start off with at least a rocker or something. So I don't really like where he's at. I feel like, oh, let me do this. Maybe I should bring this up higher. Like that. There. That way we can see him. I think we were just up too close. So he's been wearing this brave little cub onesie for a couple days now, but I'm going to change him. And I'm going to put, it's been warm, so I wanted to put something on him that would be good for the warm weather. And I'm thinking just a little bodysuit. I might put some, I have a couple options for like socks and booties. Like I might do this combination because I kind of like the gray and white. But I'm gonna put this right here. Just a simple onesie. Maybe the bunny slippers. I really love these. These little bunny slippers are so cute. They have a little rattle in them. So maybe those. Oh, and I just got this mug in the mail, and I just have to show you guys. It's not really doll related, but I thought it was cute. Maybe some of you guys can relate. I just want to be a stay-at-home dog mom. That's the truth. I like my mugs. Maybe these little booties right here. Maybe these. I don't know. We'll see where the outfit takes us. I have all kinds of little thingies here. I think I already put these on with another outfit, so I don't think I'll repeat these booties. Legal Beauty says, I'm a golden mom, dog mom. Kaden says to buy a crib, a small crib. Spend too much money on toys for your dolls. Stick to cheap things off Facebook. I've never bought anything off of Facebook Marketplace, although I know a lot of people do. I don't think I've bought too many used things. I tend to like look for modern things and, you know, the latest things that are like, I could tell that sorry about that. The cat's been sitting in here and I see her little hairs here. I can't keep her out of the basket. So, I'll be at work and I come back. It's like she loves to get in here and she'll sit right here. But anyway, like I always tend to buy things that are like modern or just came out. So I don't always find those things, although I don't look on Facebook Marketplace. And I buy, I mean, to each his own, but all the little toys and accessories and stuff, I like them. I have so much. I have so many because I like to photo. So it depends what you're going to do. I mean, if it's just for your own, you know, viewing, then you probably won't have the desire for anything else. Like if you're not even taking pictures at all. But I definitely have to say that the hobby, depending on how, you know, what kind of outlet you have for the hobby, meaning like if you're on social media, if you're on YouTube, on Instagram, and you like sharing photos, you might end up buying a lot of little knickknacks and bric-a-bracs, you know. I love buying little toys and stuffies and wubba-nubs and stuff like that because I like to take pictures of my dolls, and I used to like to make a lot of videos. So, you know, to keep things fresh, come on, to keep things fresh here, I tend to like have a lot of things and themes and things like that that I want. So it all depends on what you're planning on doing with your collection. And that way, let that be your guide. If you're planning on being super minimalist and in the sense that not minimalist in the lifestyle sense, but minimalist in the aesthetic sense, because you can divide that into like two different things. It definitely can be, since minimalism has become more of a style trend than just, it used to just be a lifestyle, you know. And I mean, none of us are Buddhist monks, so minimalism probably, you know, unless you're living you know, on some mountaintop, it's probably impossible for anyone to achieve. However, there is minimalist style, the aesthetic of it. And if you are photographing your dolls and presenting them on video, then you can definitely claim minimalism, you know. It just depends what you want to do with your hobby and with your dolls. Legal Beauty says, I was looking at a basic crib. Kaden says, yeah, I get the cheaper things because I'm a younger creator and my parents buy the things for me. Oh, I see. I've noticed beautiful wicker bassinets. Yeah, there's lots of those. Are so pretty. Heaven Sent Reborn says, hi everyone. Hi, Heaven Sent. I'm making the study in my bedroom into the nursery, and I do plan on taking photos. Yeah. So you're gonna have, I definitely think, like, you know, this, like making videos, taking pictures, doing things like that is definitely an extension of the hobby. It's almost a hobby in itself. I don't just follow Reborn accounts. I follow, I'm not a huge fan of like Barbie or other types of dolls. American Girls, yes, and there was a time when I kind of like with the American Girl dolls, although I didn't have a channel or an Instagram for it, I did have a lot of American Girl dolls, and I did a lot of clothes shopping for my dolls, and I bought a lot of clothes on Etsy, custom made outfits, and I didn't even really take that many pictures of them. It was with the American Girls, that my collection was really purely for my own private enjoyment. Now, if you plan on being more public and you can navigate all the social media and stuff like that, you'll figure out what kind of nursery or how much you need. And let me just put this over here. Yeah, you'll figure out how much you need. Definitely, we don't need any of it. This is a luxury hobby, and you know what? To be honest with you, it's not just the doll thing. It's not just Reborn dolls, but all hobbies are a luxury, unless your hobby is like kicking rocks, or you're a hobbyist. You know, what do you call those when you throw a rock in a lake and it skips? If that's your hobby, then I guess that's kind of free, and it may not be like luxurious, but for the most part, it doesn't matter what hobby you're in or what kind of, you know, what thing you do, the thing that you do on your downtime to enjoy yourself, to get away, you know, as an escapism, it definitely is all luxury. Let's I'm just going to adjust his diaper a little bit. And this is an art doll, and this is a sculpture of the real human anatomy. So there we go. Just wanted to, I think I'll keep that one underneath. Look how cute he looks. Maybe this one's too puffy. You know what, I'll put this on him and then I'll decide if this diaper is gonna be too bulky for this bodysuit. Sometimes I like the bulkier diaper when the outfit might be a little bit bigger on him, because it definitely, I love when I put his little face to his little shoulder like that. It's so cute. Paint me like your French girls, Jack. So I see the light trying to peek through here. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, so depending on what I'm going to put on him, I like either a bulkier diaper or a smaller diaper, and I do have some smaller diapers. Oh yeah, My Little World has a box opening. Where is... I'm gonna put this on him. I'm gonna put this in his mouth. Oh, he's so cute. I'm probably in the next month or so going to be even more absent from my channel. Not from the hobby though. You'll still see me on Instagram, but from my channel, because it's like really time consuming. And like I said, I really like the live streams because it's just lazy. I don't have to edit anything. You know, I don't know. There's just something about doing a live stream, you know, interacting with people, that makes it a little bit more fun than just editing a video. Like I did used to enjoy editing videos. I just find it so time consuming now. So this is super fresh. Has a little pointil. Well, that's what this is called. The stitch on that. So we're gonna put this on him. It's really hot today. Maybe I should just leave him in a bib. I do have some bibs. For real. That might be cute, actually. I'm having like this indecisiveness here. I don't know if I want to just put a bib. We have some spring break here in Southern California. So I've been, my youngest is at the beach like practically all week. I still had to work. I don't get a break. Just want to see what. We'll put this one. This one's so cute. It has a little, it has a cat right there. Let me zoom in. It has a cat, and it's coffee to go. It's a little wrinkled. I have it in the drawer. Oh, let me zoom out. There we go. Yeah, I do too, and I think boys can wear a pointel. I have a lot of other bodysuits with this same kind of fabric because I'm nuts like that. And I need to stop being so nuts like that. Oh, I think his hands are kind of, they're really floppy. I just want to see what this looks like. I want to take this out. I want to take this out of his mouth. That's my favorite angle right there of this kit. Oh, he's so cute. Just so cute. As far as silicone dolls go, that light is really bugging me. Hang on, let me see if I can get rid of that one stream of light. Hang on. Wow, I had to make it really dark. Oh, it's still there, so I do have to close that. How about this one? Oh. Sorry, I'm fussing with the lighting in here. Give me a second. As far as full body silicones go, I think there were about 60 bears made. This is Bear by Izzy Zhao. And I think there was like about 60 bears made. And so as far as like, I know that like for example, Sylvia Manning also makes like large editions. But yeah, as far as like silicone goes, like when you start to get it, venture into like past 20, it is different than vinyl in the sense that vinyl people expect at least, you know, at the bare minimum 200, and that would be considered a small edition. But as far as like silicone dolls, I mean 60 is a large edition for a full body silicone kit. Let me see here. Our most favorite bear ever. I have a friend in Australia. She's not like, she's like a private collector, sort of semi-private, because she does share her dolls on Instagram, but I don't want to say her name because, she's private. So, but not Australia. She's in New Zealand. Sorry, correction. She has a bear, and her bear is super, super cute. I think I showed him to you, Katie. He's so stinking cute. So, but I definitely am very, very happy with the way mine turned out. And like the belly button. I knew that because I had seen other bears, they didn't have their belly button dark like this. So I wanted to make sure that the artist did paint his little belly button dark. So I can usually tell mine from other bears. I want to keep his head like this. Just, there we go. Because like he looks so cute like that. Okay, so look at these feet. Yay. So I think I'm still gonna put the bodysuit on him, but I just wanted to see him in this bib. But yeah, 60 is a pretty large edition. So there are a lot of bears out there. I know my artist alone made a few, or maybe 4, I want to say. I just cannot remember. I just cannot remember how many. But I can always tell mine, because sometimes when you have like the same artist making them, they pretty much like they'll look alike. There'll be like maybe some very subtle differences and stuff, but yeah, so I wanted mine to have like the little dark belly button. Even though sometimes people don't understand that, like I'll get rude comments about his belly button. Some people are crazy. I think actually some of the kids on TikTok are just mean. Like rude little 12-year-olds. But yeah. Oh, you look so cute there. For the love of reborns. Aw, thank you. I'm gonna grab another baby and put a bib on him. Hang on, I'll be back. Give me a second here. Let me just make some room. So yeah, this little guy, I'll change him into his little bodysuit in another video because I think I want to leave him like this. And what I'm gonna do is put another bib and scratch mitten set on another full body silicone. So here is Bear, or Tice. That's what I call him, Tice. And I'm gonna change another baby. So we're just gonna shift him over. Or actually, we'll bring him back in a little bit. I know people like to look at this little guy. Today's gonna be my silicone day. Let me just bring this little guy on. And change him out of, let me see if I can open up a little. No, the sun just wants to burst right in. Where is that? Is that one right there? Which light is? I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from. Oh, it's from back over here. Okay, well, that's gonna have to do. So we're gonna get this guy and put a little bib set on him too. Now, this little guy is, he's like about the same size as Bear. It's just that he's skinnier. because I would say, because Bear also is a small newborn. He's not really like as big as Levi, like, but then you guys, if you have silicone and you have vinyl, you know what I'm talking about. Like silicone and vinyl both are a little bit different as far as how they wear clothes, how clothes looks on them, and how they feel and everything, of course, naturally, but yeah. He has a little disposable diaper on. I liked him in the sleeper, but it's really warm, so I think I'm just going to put him in. Well, I just want to see how this bib looks on him first. Yeah, this is Tristan. He's a small edition. I think there were only like 5 or 6 of him, and this artist is very selective when it comes to who paints her sculpts. See, this looks bigger on him. I would say girth wise, like his sculpting is different. You see, like Bear has like these straight hands, fingers like that, and he has more curves and stuff in his hands, and his hands look smaller. But I would say they fit things like the same way. Ooh. I kind of don't like how this diaper leaves so much lint. Ew. Okay. I think I put that diaper on him because I'm going to try 2 different diapers. I think I put that diaper on him because it was is smaller than, but I might put the little Joey on this guy. Maybe I'll put the little stars on him. Oh, can't close this. What's stopping that from closing? Okay. Well, we'll try this one. Just feel like this one's really good, this diaper. It will fit, like, I think it says something like 5 to 10 pounds or something like that. I don't remember. Oh yeah. I like the way Tristan's legs are. This little leg is like sculpted where it's just like a newborn. It's tucked in the way little newborns have, like, will bring their little legs up, and his skinny little arms. His proportions are just different than I'm gonna put the gloves on, but I'm not sure I want to keep him like this. He seems like way more vulnerable and needs like, he needs like clothes, because he is little. I'm thinking about selling this outfit. I'm not sure yet. I don't know why. I thought I put it up for sale in my last sale, but I don't think, maybe I didn't. Maybe I should put this. That might be too dark for him. Yeah, I feel like he needs like clothes because he's just an itty bitty, very small newborn, and he can't regulate his temperature as easy as, maybe I'll do this one. He can't really regulate his temperature. That's part of the role play there. but he can't regulate his temperature as easy as older baby. Sorry, I'm like moving things around and trying to see what I want to put on him. Kind of like this yellow one too. And I had yellow knit booties, but I don't know where they're at. So, oh, here they are. Oh, well, there's one. Here's the other one. Oh, nah. These yellows don't match. This is more like this is like a bright yellow. I'm not sure if I like that. It's two. That one stream of light, and I can't tell where it. Oh, it's this blind. So annoying. Why can't I get that? Just there. April Smith says, you love the dark blue one. Yeah, I'm thinking of putting that. I like the way that looks on him. I was saving it for Bear. It still has the tags on it. It actually looks like it would look really good on him. And I have this. I don't know if that looks good on him, that color. So we'll just forget about the yellow. And I have these little bunnies. I'm feeling spring. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Now he's a harder silicone. Bear is a softer silicone. He has a little bit more slacker in him. He's a soft blend. I want to say soft blend, but I've seen soft blends that look even more squishy than Bear. So, but he's a 20 Ecoflex, so he's a little bit firmer than Bear. April says she has a Anastasia by Tiny Gifts. Okay, let's put this on him. I haven't used this outfit in a, oh, I wanted to show you guys this, but before I put this on him, I want to show you this. It's so cute. This one also has the point tail, and it has bunnies. Really cute. Super cute. Nope. See, him and Bear are like, they're on the smaller size, like as far as full body silicone. Now Bear's artist, Izzy Zhao, the sculptor. She came out with Story. That's the name of her new sculpt. And Story is pretty adorable too. Look at this hair. Yeah, Story is pretty adorable too. And now Story though is supposedly like a more traditional newborn size. So I think that she, because I think you can get Story as a girl or a boy, but Story is supposedly like a little bit bigger than Bear. Oh, I would say smaller newborn doesn't necessarily mean preemie, because I wouldn't be able to put preemie stuff on them. But traditional newborn clothes tend to fit them either just right, like this one, or a little teensy wincy bit baggy. Just a little bit. Look at this gorgeous guy. So this Ecoflex 20 is a lot firmer. And so he feels a little bit different. They weigh about the same, but as far as like how I can move them and stuff, or how they feel, 20 is nice too, because he's not as squishy, like that really squishy squishiness, but he feels nice. I like the way he feels. And we're gonna put these booties on him because I'm feeling like little pom-poms. Plus it matches the ivory color. I think ivory is really nice in this for the spring. I tend to think of white as more of a, well, you can wear white anytime, but even in the winter. But ivory to me is more like a spring color, and white tends to like be more of a summer color, a shade. April wants to know if I know Tiny Gifts. Yes, I do know Helena. Okay, there we go. So we'll put his little booties on. There we go. See, so cute. I thought I brought like little brush. You never know what you're going to end up doing with, at least I think I'm going to put something on them and then it goes a whole different way. But I had my brush here, I thought. I could have swore I brought it here. Oh, here it is. I'm just going to brush his hair. Now, I had this guy, he was having a lot of paint issues. His hair is staticky. And his hair had been falling out since I got him and breaking. It was alpaca. And I sent him to a very talented artist, Jonji Vago of Happiness Nursery. She's in Australia. She's a very dear friend of mine. So I sent him, I wanted to know if she could do anything as far as his paint was concerned. And he also had kind of a grayish tone that I didn't really like. So I said, just make him look newborn. So he had a little bit of a TLC retreat to Australia. And yeah, so he needed a little bit of TLC. She did a phenomenal job um, with his paint, getting his paint, the peeling situation under control. His hair had been like falling out, so we had that addressed, all the hair. And she rerouted his hair, and I really love the color that she chose. Well, I mean, I approved it, but if this is the color that she thought would look good on him, I mean, you never know how things are going to look. But I have complete trust and faith in Happiness Nursery, Joan G. Vago, Pearl. She is an artist who paints and sculpts as well. She's an artist who paints silicone and vinyl dolls. And she does refurbish. I don't know if refurbish or rehabs silicone dolls that might be, needing it or in trouble. And so she did that for me. And I love the hair that she picked for him so much. It's just really nice. It's soft. She always roots so well. I've had other silicones by Pearl, and I've never had a problem with their hair. So, so yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. Let me get him. There we go. So yeah, so I was really happy with the results because he really needed it. And I am, that's what, when you spend a certain amount of time in the community, you start to build good business relationships with artists, and it's good. I mean, a huge part of this hobby is networking. And it's not just networking with fellow artists or sculptors, not fellow, but with artists and sculptors. It's important to also network and have nice relationships with genuine relationships, because you don't want to be like known as the person that just tries to like befriend people that you think you can take advantage of them when they've made themselves vulnerable to you. You take advantage. I mean, hopefully you're not that kind of person, but I will tell you my experience in all the years that I've been in this hobby, there are people out there that are predatory. They do try to befriend whoever they think will either level up their own clout, or if they're doll chasing, and hopefully they hope that you will like extend like discounts to them, because I have had that experience here with people that only wanted to be my friend because of what they thought I could offer them or what they thought they could take from me. And I mean, it's not cool at all. So back to the networking thing, it is important to have like nice, genuine connections or interactions with people in the community, because some people have been here longer, some people have been shorter. And I've bought dolls from a lot of artists, and so I've always prided myself in being a good customer. That's another huge thing. And that's it, I know that sometimes people do talk about like the fact that sometimes being friends with an artist kind of can make the artist act unprofessional with you, or take your business for granted, or take, they're like, oh well, they're my friends so they can wait forever, kind of deal. But I have to say, and knock on wood, that that's never happened to me with anybody. I do try to keep things professional. I have had situations where I wanted to sell a doll, and I've been kind of worried that the artist would be upset that I was going to sell their doll, or that they would think that I'm selling it because that little piece of light shining right there, or that the artist was going to think that that I was selling it because, let me scoot them down, because I didn't like their work or anything, something like that. And so sometimes those you know, that fine line between, is this a business transaction or are we friends? It is a fine line to walk, you know. And although I don't ever try to get too familiar with somebody that I'm going to be having business dealings with because of that. But like I said, I have, you know, knock on wood, have never had that situation or that problem, um, you know, collecting. So take advantage, free dolls, gifts, list goes on and on. Yeah, there are people out there that are predatory. Kind of shocking that there's people that are like that. Um, but there are people like that. You know, they become your friend because they're hoping that you're going to sell them your dolls from your collection for cheap or free, you know. Or like, I know there's some people out there that get dolls. I mean, it's none of my business, but get dolls and like get them on layaway, and it's not, like I said, none of my business how they got it, but they get them on layaway. Layaway's fine, but they took advantage of people's friendships, you know, the kindness of other people, and they have the doll but still paying for it, which is kind of cool. If you can find somebody that would trust you that much, that's kind of cool. But I don't know. I have been taken advantage of in this hobby, and that's not even something I was going to talk about. I'm just like free, like this is just my free flow thoughts here over here. But I wish I could do like a comparison. I'm gonna put Tice back, but I know that if I put him in the forefront, he's just gonna look so much huger. That, see, I promise you that they're kind of the same size as far as like head to toe. But Bear, definitely, he looks so huge. Because, okay, guys, this is the camera angle trick thing. They're pretty much the same size. Let me see what diaper. They have the same diaper on. It's just that Bear is girthier. He looks so huge. He looks so huge. I promise you they're about the same size. Bear's head is probably a little bit bigger. Okay, they're, you know, lengthwise, I'd say they're the same size. Bear, it just is more Chubbs looking. His head is probably a little bit bigger. I don't have anything to measure it with. The fact that, here, I'm gonna move Bear to the background. I'm gonna move Tice to the background. I'm gonna shift Tristan up here, that way. Oh, well, that's not very good, is it? That's not what I meant. He's so cute. Where is this little plastic down here? His head's not moving. I pride myself in taking really good care of my dolls because as many of you who've been following me for a long time, you know, sometimes I sell them. So taking care of them is always really important to me. So you see how Bear now looks a little bit smaller? They are the same size, I promise you. But like I said, Bear has, he's just a girthier looking little guy. And as far as Tristan's hands, he has more shape. Bear's hands are like flat. Tristan's hands are curved. There's more there's more curving. His fingers are curled. His hands look, the palm of his hand looks smaller because his hand is making like a coming in like that. So I think that's what makes it look smaller. Because I bet if his hand was spread open, was sculpted to be spread open, it would probably look like Bear's. It would probably look like Tice's hand. But there the two of them are. Hi, Yadelina's Reborn Nursery. Love your baby Bear. Thank you. I adore this doll so much too myself. He is the newer full body silicone. I am jonesing for another full body silicone, but I have a lot of other things going on. You know, I'm buying a new house. I'm gonna need a lot of new things for the house. So I still have dolls coming. Look at me acting like I'm so, you know, broke or something. But these dolls can make you go broke real quick, like. But I still have other dolls coming. But they're very, very planned out dolls because I have to be good. I have to be good. I was looking for a full body silicone and I thought I was gonna get it, but I think I've kind of talked myself out of it now. There was a full body silicone I was looking at, really cute. I don't think it was going to be a very large edition. Now, mind you, it was from an artist that's really well known, but she doesn't often make silicones. So I don't know how that was going to, like, so I started talking myself out of it because I was like, well, I was worried, like, well, how is, I want to put something here so he can be facing everybody like that. And his little arm won't. I'm not going to lie, like, experiencing silicone, it's a harder lesson. It's a more expensive lesson to experience silicone, to learn about silicone. That's what I want to say as I'm forming my thoughts. I told you this is all free flow. So it is a more expensive lesson learning silicone than learning the vinyl and artists, because for the most obvious reason is that silicone costs typically cost way more than vinyl. And I have to emphasize typically, because if you guys watched Bianca Franca's auction this past week of Pascal, and by the way, his name is Tice Pascal. That was just a complete coincidence that's what I named him when I got him last year. But anyway, but if you guys watched Joanna Kazmierczak's auction of Pascal on eBay, I think it ended up going for like, I don't know the exact price, but I know it was like 12, I'm going to go in USD, it was about 12,000 USD. And that was for the vinyl prototype of Pascal. And I know for a fact that the silicone costs less because I almost got Pascal as a full body silicone. But it turns out he's a little bit smaller than I wanted, because I really want like a traditional size newborn full body silicone. So I'm holding out. I'm trying to be really good, and like, this is what I always say. And if I could give you guys any advice, some unsolicited advice right now, just be a deliberate buyer. Everything that you do in this hobby, because it's so costly, do it deliberately. I have learned the hard way the gamble of silicone, especially if you're not familiar with the artist's or the sculptor's work, or the pour, or whoever's pouring it. Not all silicones are alike. Not all silicone is alike. And it takes some time for any artist, whether the medium's vinyl or not, for them to build a reputation. So I've learned that not all silicone is alike. Not all people are painting silicone the same. As you can see, there's each sculptor has their own style. Izzy has story right now. And I'm hoping she will come out. I know she's working on another sculpt, so I might be striking for that one. I'm keeping an eye on what Izzy's doing, because I really do love Izzy. I love her sculpts. I love her faces. I mean, look at Tice's little face. He's just adorable. And Ulrika Gell, as far as sculpting goes, Tristan, between Tristan and Bear, I really like Tristan's sculpting. Proportion wise, he's really nice. Okay, his proportions are really nice. I'm not taking anything away from Izzy. I love Izzy's work, and like I said, I'm following her. She's like one of my favorites right now. But I do love Ulrika's sculpting. She dares to sculpt like the fingers curled, which I don't know that much about the process of pouring. I did watch tons of videos by Carolyn Doherty. She has a lot of wonderful videos showing the whole entire silicone process and how much goes into the pouring, the molds, just the doll, like that very like nail biting moment of removing a doll from the mold, making sure that you did everything right when you poured him into the mold to make sure he comes out of the mold intact, you know? So it's a very tedious and time consuming, therefore that's why silicone is so expensive. But it is a very time consuming process. But I love Ulrika in this particular, well, I like some of other Ulrika's babies as well. But in this particular, this is my favorite sculpt by her. I love them. I love my little Tice, don't get me wrong. They're both absolutely beautifully sculpted. But I think it was, I'm not comparing artists, I'm just comparing the sculpt itself. I think I prefer these little bent legs. And so as I learn more about, you know, the sculpting and what's possible in you know, in a silicone doll, and if I want, you know, because I'm not made of money and I don't have a money tree in my backyard, so if I want to become a more deliberate consumer, a deliberate shopper of silicone, I have to do a process of elimination now. Like because like honestly, if you're anything like me, you're gonna look at the dolls that are coming out and all the sculpts, silicone and vinyl. Okay, this goes for both, silicone and vinyl. And you're probably like me, your head is spinning going, I want that one. No, I want this one. No, I want that one. I want them all, right? And there's so many nice sculpts coming out lately. Geez, so many cute faces. But I have to narrow it down. I have to do a process of elimination or I'm gonna end up with way too many blank kits that I can't get finished, which is my situation right now. I have a lot of blank kits that I haven't, you know, because I'm so particular also about who I want to paint it. And sometimes that's like a 2 or 3 year waiting list. Sometimes it's just money. You know, you can't be just spending everything on dolls. Whoever said that, you know, mind your own business, right? Who said you can't spend it all on dolls? Mind your business. But honestly, like I've learned to become a more deliberate buyer. So I'm not particularly interested in like preemie size, because believe you me, I would be slapping down some money on that. And there's a lot of cute preemie silicones out there, full body silicones, but I don't want to go smaller than this 18-inch, you know, this size right here, because these two guys are what I consider small newborn. They don't fit in preemie. And I think this outfit is like a size 0, some European size. So it's like the smaller size of 50 centimeters, size 50, which is kind of small. So, but yeah, that's just, I mean, and my choice, like what ticks my box, you know, what ticks all the boxes for me may not be the same for you. So when I was saying, like, I was comparing these two, I'm not comparing artist's ability. I'm just comparing things like how they look in the end, like how, okay, are the legs curled? Because I love curled legs. So he has this one little tucked in leg right here, which I love. And Bear has more what do you call those? He has a more froggy leg, so he's more relaxed looking. This guy looks like he just did some kind of little scrunchy move. Like he just scrunched his little legs up. This one has like a semi curl, and this one is totally curled up to him like that. So, which you can't really see right here, but maybe I'll do a video so you guys can see that at another time. My Little World says, I love both babies so much. I agree. I think all of us have to do that process of elimination. It's easier when babies share the size, especially with storage options many of us have. Yeah. Yeah, not all of us can like dedicate an entire room to our dolls. We built a shrine to the silicone doll. Could you imagine? I know there are people, I'm not knocking it. Hey, if I could, I would. Make no mistake about it, I would. I would be doing it, buying that crib, building that shrine. I kid, but no, but I wouldn't mind having a room where I could have, you know, the dolls in. But I think it just comes with time. I think it comes with time. You know, there's a little learning curve to this hobby, believe it or not. If you don't want to find yourself overwhelmed. And I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed. So I did just get a Maddie, which, you know, I just did like a really short box opening on TikTok and on Instagram. And she's super cute. So you guys can see her on Instagram. And because I have some cute videos with her in it, and yeah, I just think she's adorable. She's too big to fit in here right now, so I'll have to, if I feel like it, I'll make a video with her for YouTube. But otherwise, you can go see on Instagram. She's super, super adorable. I love her hair so much. I was jonesing for a girl. I didn't really sell too much of my old 0 to 3 girl clothes. Let's put that right there. So I'm going to pick him up and see if I could just put him on top. Does that make him? He has a bigger face, maybe bigger head. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. I think I want to put him here in the forefront, or just have him. I am considering selling this guy. I did offer him for sale up on Instagram a while ago, but I keep talking myself out of him because he feels great. He's, like I said, he's 20 Ecoflex. I'm going to see how I feel after my move, and because right now the fact that I kind of want to sell because of space, but he is a special little guy for my collection. I love his sculpt so much. I love the sculpt so much. It's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Geez, he feels a little bit heavier than Tice. Let's bring Tice on again. Let's bring him back. He's back. Let me just move that there. I had so many wild comments on Tristan, rude, wild comments, which I feel like, you know, are really insulting to the artists. No skin off my nose, okay? But, and I had heard about someone, I had heard that someone was trying to sabotage the sale of I sold one of my Levi's. I sold, I sold Stellan. And there's some good people in the community that just don't like that kind of stuff, you know? And I had been I was on TikTok on a friend's live stream on TikTok, and I popped on, you know, I don't go on TikTok a lot. It's just not really the place that I go to. But the person that I popped in the live, they just were like, oh, you know, I saw someone saying all this kind of stuff about you, and it was like really not, it wasn't nice, you know, and of course it piqued my curiosity, like naturally it would anyone. I didn't think about it for a couple days, but then I was like, I think I'm just gonna ask, well, what did you see? Well, apparently it seems like someone was in their stories trying to sabotage the sale of my Levi. Because in their opinion, I was asking too much money for my doll, which is not even any of their business. And he was a first edition Levi, so I had to pay a lot for his blank kit because I'm particular that way. I'm like, ooh, I want a first edition, you know. That's just the way I am. Any Levi would suffice, you know. If he's beautiful, he's beautiful. But you know, so this is, you know, and they were like zooming in on his hair rooting, which is really nice, but in my opinion, and other people's opinions, but whatever. Just being rude when people would ask, oh, you know, about why they were showing that doll in their story, and then just bad mouthing the artist or the craftsmanship and the price. And it's like, come on guys, like it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. So that happened. And I did, you know, become aware of it. Whatevs. I don't talk about it anymore. I'm talking about it now because, like I said, I'm free flowing here, so why not? But it's just so rude. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people concern themselves with what other people want to sell their dolls for. I don't understand, because it's like a really personal thing between the seller and the buyer. It really, I just don't know. And those are the shenanigans that kind of like, they spoil the hobby a little bit, you know. You have to let things roll off your back. I'm talking about it now because it's just something to talk about. But yeah, you do have to, like, unfortunately, you know, pick what you're going to allow in. Like, I wasn't asking to know that happened, because I would have been oblivious to it happening had a few people that were concerned about that other person's behavior, that it made them uncomfortable, had those people not, you know, told me. So, but you know, I don't usually hear anything, so I am living in, like, what, you know, in oblivion to other people's opinions of me. And that's their business, I guess, right? Isn't that what they say? That's their business. It's none of my business. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like talking here. Girl, I wish I had more space. Yeah, me too. A walk-in closet dedicated to the hobby would be enough for me. Possibly, right? Possibly. Yarelina says, yeah, I want so many new kits and also silicones, but I can't have all. So it's about thinking what doll is our best option in size, cost, and sculpt. Yeah, and all those little features, right? I mean, it's like a no-brainer, like, but I just like to put it out there and see who it resonates with. So I know I'm not alone. My Little World says, it's basically impossible to get Ulrika's babies unless you buy from those 2 or 3 artists she always uses for her kits. Yeah, it is. It's basically impossible to get an Ulrika doll. Unless you're, like, you can also, I know that she did Tristan in full body silicone, like about 5 of them, 5 versions. But she did do Tristan as a cloth body 3/4 limbed silicone kit. She sold it as a kit. But I'm not interested in 3/4 legs and that's where, you know, like you have to decide if it's worth it or not. But yes, sabotaging others just out of pure dislike or jealousy is so pathetic. My cell was the next one on their list last week. So lame at their age. They should act differently. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. But, you know, we can't tell them what to do. You know, we're not their mama. But it's a little bit shocking. It is a little bit shocking. But what you gonna do, right? Just moan about it later. I'm having my moan, I guess. But you know, it doesn't. In the like the grand scheme of everything, it doesn't affect my relationships with people that I've built throughout the years. It doesn't affect the dolls that I buy. It doesn't at all. It has no bearing on my personal life. So, you know, what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, I'm gonna put this on him. Maybe I'll put the bib back on. Yeah, but that happens. It's just so weird. I just thought it would be a good little story to share. With you guys. I don't tend to like want to talk about like interpersonal, like that kind of stuff here. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Because what does that have to do with the price of gas in Istanbul, right? Nothing. It's neither here or there. I'm giving you guys your tiki tiki, a little tiki tiki, a little tiki tiki for on the side, just a little tiki tiki on the side. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put, what did I do with those booties? Booties. Oh, I wonder what this sock looks like on him. Let's see. I couldn't find it. I wish I didn't take these socks apart because now I cannot find it. Okay. He's so cute. You see, Tristan, he's firmer. The other full body silicone that I had, he was firmer and his arms were more curved, where his have like, they're perpendicular like this, you know what I mean? Let me get this hair off of him. Oh my God. Okay, so Tristan's arms stay up more like this, and his hands are all like curved and curled in. And his are not. His have a little bit more move. They move a little bit more. They bend a little bit more. He's a lot squishier because he has that. He's like a 20-10 mix. I keep wanting to say soft blend, but I don't think that's, you know what guys, I just don't even remember what it was that I ordered. I'd have to go back and look at the conversations. But I know for sure 100% he feels squishier, softer than Tristan. Tristan feels harder, firmer. And Tristan's little leg is like tucked in this like this and has one out like this, where his legs are more like a little frog's leg. There's certain like little angles of this guy that when I just look at him, he just looks so real. Like you would think he was just real. He has a little tongue. It's in there. Oh, I was saying, because my mind works that way, but I got so many weird comments on Tristan, on this guy too. I don't understand. I mean, I do know what that feeling is. It's that little uncanny feeling, the uncanny valley feeling effect. It's this, the uncanny valley effect is this thing where humans, we're like amused and we are intrigued by human-like things. But it reaches a point, and it only lasts for a few moments, where there's a little dip in that amusement that turns creepy. And it turns creepy, it turns for the creepy side, because something that you at first were like, wow, curious, that's curious, you know, it looks really human. It will do something or move a certain way that then creeps you out a little bit. And that moment is called the uncanny valley effect. So we like things, we're attracted to things that are human-like until they do something too human-like. Because in our mind, we're like, that's not human, but why is it acting too human? So it's like, in that little, it takes a dip. We go down the valley of where, whoa, you get the chills from it. You get like creeped out by it. So I think a few of my pictures and a few of my videos have like gotten that kind of attention where people are just like, oh, it looks dead. I find some of the comments amusing, but some went too far. So I did have to start restricting people from commenting. They can still look at my pictures, you know, but they can't reach out to me anymore with like rude messages, or they can't leave mean comments, you know, or crazy comments. I did try to explain why they felt creeped out by it to a few people that seemed receptive to that conversation, you know, of having that conversation about why they felt creeped out by it. And some of them I think are going to end up being future collectors in this hobby when they understand why. So what is the difference between a soft blend versus marshmallow blend? I don't know, but if Serenity goes live sometime this weekend, we're gonna have to ask her that, because I honestly don't know. I think that Serenity had an Andrew that she painted and sold. And Andrew is a baby by, who made Andrew? It's not Izzy Zhao. I know Maria Lynn Grover poured him. Who was the artist? I don't remember the artist's name. I'm terrible. My mind is bleached. I cannot, to save my life right now, I cannot remember the artist's name. But she had an Andrew, and she was showing his posability and his flexibility, and he was amazing. Like, I think she got the marshmallow blend on that Andrew, because he was bending and folding over in ways like, so she was able to pose him in ways that I'm a little bit too afraid to put that kind of stress. I'm one of those afraid silicone owners, okay guys? Sorry. I'm not trying to make you afraid. That's just the pitfalls of me being me, okay? I like to be afraid. I like to live in stress. But I don't think that he is a marshmallow, because I feel like if he was, he would be softer, because the way she squished Andrew and the way she was easily, you know, bending him and moving his legs, doing all that stuff with him, definitely it seemed like that doll could take more stress on its silicone than a 20, a firmer silicone like Tristan, or a soft blend like this guy. So I think. Maisa Saeed. Yes, thank you, Yadelina. Thank you so much. Yes, I could not remember her name to save my life right now. If they were like, if you don't tell us the name in 5 seconds, you're going to faint or drop dead or whatever, I would, you'd be hearing from me from the grave right now. But yeah, I couldn't remember her name. Yeah, that's how you, I don't know if, yeah, that's how you spell her, Maisa Saeed. My Little World says, oh, okay, thank you for explaining. But we're going to have to ask Serenity that, because I know Serenity is kind of my silicone guru. She always has so much good silicone information. For years, for many years she has, okay? She's the queen. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Hi, Tamara. To me, I feel Reborn Baby is like a real baby. I never thought it was creepy. I lost 3 kids by miscarriage, and to me, it feels like the Reborn Silicone Baby is somewhat close to the real baby. Silicone Reborn Baby is like a therapy baby for me. Yeah, I really do feel like this hobby does have its, I'm gonna open the blinds a little bit, does have its components of, you know, there is some catharsis in this hobby, in any hobby, okay, not just the doll hobby, but all hobbies have some type of catharsis, or we wouldn't do them if they didn't offer some type of like happiness or escape from a little escapism, then we wouldn't do it. So I think in that sense, for me, you know, you can call it therapeutic, you can call it a catharsis, same difference, you know. I enjoy this hobby this way, that way. The styling is fun for me. Getting excited about, you know, new sculpts is fun for me. The shopping, did I say that already? That's kind of like style. The shopping is fun for me. That's a problem all in itself. That's an addiction all in itself. So yeah. Tamara says it helps her emotionally. It helps fill that void. I'm gonna put this on him. I am looking forward to the summer for my bubble rompers. Today he's just gonna wear undergarments. Today is an undergarment day. Oh, he looks precious. The fit is nice on him with this. I don't know if I want to put these on him. He does have like a little scratch on his cheek. I agree with you. I love that part about it. The shopping. Yeah, shopping, just dressing them. It's fun. Ooh, these look so big on him. What is this? Oh, it's a shadow. I thought there was something on there. I was gonna lose my mind right now. Okay, you know, I used to put this hobby, I mean, I don't know how much more precious we can get with our dolls, but bear with me here. Let me tell you guys. When because this hobby can get like super precious. I mean, you can have a level 10 precious, 20, 30. What level are you at? From between 0 to 100? I think I'm at 100 precious. Well, no, I take that back. Maybe I'm at 90, how precious this hobby can get. Because I don't have my own room for them, but believe me, if I could, I would. But when my kids were little, I mean, there were scratch mittens, of course. But if you couldn't find the scratch mittens, I would put I would put little socks on their hands, and that would be their scratch mittens, just socks. And they stayed on pretty good too. I would just have socks on him. I was looking for this other sock and I can't find it. I think it fell in like somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle of this dresser. I cannot find it. But yeah, it's like, how precious is your doll hobby? On a 0 to 100, 100 being you have the room, you have the bedroom dedicated to all the dolls with the cribs, you have silicone and vinyl, and 0 being you have one doll you just started. You probably keep the doll still in the box it came in. How precious is this hobby at? What level are you at right now? And where do you see yourself going? How far can you take it? Oh, here we go. Maybe I'll put these. I have these. Those look a little better. These ones look too big. I'd say maybe I'm at 80. I'm at 80. 80 level. Heading towards 100. Down the highway of 100. Okay. I don't usually like covering their hands. I do like the way they look. There we go. That looks good. Tomorrow says I appreciate the artist that puts a lot into creating something sweet. I really been searching for a trustworthy artist that specializes in realistic silicone. You think you're at 75% now? That's pretty good. That's a high. No shame in your game. No shame in the game. I think we all have what we can do and manage comfortably, and that's okay, whatever that number that is. Oh, that's a little tag in there. There we go. Almost done with his look. Do we do a pop of color on his feet? Or the bunny rattle? Or do we do the bunny rattle? Space-wise, 30%. Yeah. Clothes-wise and all that nonsense we buy, I guess you have to compartmentalize everything, right? As far as clothes are concerned. So if you add 80 plus 30, you're like at 120? 110? You're over 100%, Katie. I kid. I think I'm at 75% too. I'm a newbie and I'm raising my kids, so I don't have all what I want related with this hobby. Yeah, me too. I mean, I do want a room only because, like, although I don't mind them being in here, it's just I would like my room to be my room, and then somewhere to be where I can just go in and just enjoy the dolls, where it's not all over in my room right now. That's just my situation right now, but hopefully I'll be able to change that up a little bit later. Should I do these little booties, a little gray, keep it simple? Keeping it simple. I think I might be boring and just go with these. Well, I mean, with the gray, but I just wanted you guys to see that. I do not feel pressured about my dolls. I have what I love and I'm very happy with them. My problem is very limited storage and display options. Yeah, because to have, like, I'm happy with all the dolls that I actually have. There are a few other ones that I want and stuff, but I need to slow down because I would like to have them out. I mean, I don't have them. I have a lot of them out right now. They're all in their little thingies. Nest, changing table, sitting cushion, you know. But I would like them displayed nicer. I don't even remember how many I have, like in total. I don't remember. Oops. I don't remember how many I have total. I'd have to count that. I think I'm just gonna do the boring old gray. Or I think maybe the rabbits because of Easter-ish, spring. I don't feel pressured either. I would like it because, like you said, for display reasons. Like, I would like to display more of them because it's like, how do you choose which one is your favorite to look at? Like, I want to look at him a lot, but I love my Levi's so much. In fact, I'm going to bring Matthias real quick and show you guys Matthias. I'm going to change him again soon because I have Matthias right here. And I love looking at him too. He's like, when I go shopping, he's the one I'm always thinking of. Everybody else, like, well, he's smaller, but he can get away with like Levi's clothes, with Matthias's clothes. But yeah, he's just, the dolls that I have right now, I have to have them. And for me, it just makes sense to have to be able to look at them. I want to look at them. Oh, thank you, Tamara. You know, I just want to look at them. So, these are always kind of hard because when you have a soft foot that's wobbling everywhere, it makes it a little bit hard to put on, but that looks cute, right? Should he wear his bunnies or his little, I think I'm gonna put the bunnies. His bunnies are so cute. I might put some things up for sale in my store. So, how do I do this? But they're off-season things, so I just don't want them hanging out here no more. I thought about hanging on to them until it's winter again, and then, but I might sell some off-season things that I have. And yeah, so we've been on for like 94 minutes, about to hit 95-minute mark. So I want to thank my, I better just go now, but I had fun talking to you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you to my, moderator at My Little World. If you're not subscribed to her channel, subscribe to her channel, follow her on Instagram. My store is called Higatiga, and I will, oh, I can't even, how can I do that? Oh, I can't comment on here. Jeez. Okay, well, it's HGGE, and the next word is TYGGE. It's on Instagram. I recently had a sell. There's a few things. If it doesn't say sold, it's available. You just have to look, because once I sell something and they pay it, I put sold on it. And I keep it up for a while. I am going to be deleting things off there, but I like to keep track of what left, just in case anything happens in the next 3 months. I want to know, because you can never be too sure, because most of the time I'm selling to people I don't even know all over the world. So I always try to keep track of things that way by keeping the item, and then I know specifically who I sold it to if I ever have to go back to it and find them on Instagram. But if it doesn't say sold, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, and if you're interested in buying it, just let me know. But I think I'm going to be putting some off-season things, some wintry stuff that I just kind of want to unload before the big move happens, so I don't have too much stuff. So there's going to be a few off-season knits that are really cute for sale. And in the meantime, you can browse what's left. As long as it doesn't say sold, that means it's available. And you can claim what you'd like. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's good to see you guys, even if it's just briefly here, just for a live hangout. You guys make it fun. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the babies, the baby dolls. And we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.